Jason Newland, and this is Whisper Wednesday with a little sneeze from Vinny. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. It's 7:40 a.m. 23rd of April 2025. I've been up for a couple of hours. I did the editing of yesterday's recording because it was it Trivia Tuesday yesterday? I talked about popes. Yep. But it was Big Brother eviction night, live eviction. 3 people went. So I didn't have time to do the editing because I went to bed after it finished, so I was in bed by about 10:30, maybe 11:15, maybe 11, roughly. So I did the editing, processing and uploading of yesterday's recording this morning. Then I had my breakfast, watched a bit of TV, couple of YouTube things, and here I am. So normally I don't take Vinny out until after 9 o'clock, so it gives me enough time to do this recording. Then I'll take him for a thingy, WALK. I'm also in the process of uploading yesterday's recording to SoundCloud. I haven't made what on earth's going on. That is strange. That is really weird. Okay, earlier, 2 hours ago, hour and a half ago, I had 20, I don't know, maybe 100 downloads on Spreaker. Now I've got just under 2,000 at 7:43 in the morning. That's weird. Yesterday I got 593. It was really one of the lowest days for a while. A week ago I got 3,500. That's just on Spreaker. SoundCloud I get more as well, but that's really weird. I wonder what that's about. Let's have a look. I don't know what that's about. I'm not complaining, but it seems very strange. It's very early in the morning to be getting that many. Unless maybe the podcast has become popular, or it's getting more. I don't know, not popular, but well, maybe popular, that'd be nice, but maybe it's getting promoted by Apple Podcasts. Who knows? I've got no idea. The YouTube channel is just plodding along, because I've now been uploading all 6 versions of my recordings, and it's not as popular as what it was. Again, I'm using the word popular very, very generously. So I'd like to say welcome to Sebastian, who joined my Facebook group, Jason Newland's boring group on Facebook. So welcome to you, Sebastian, for joining. And I did say welcome, I think. Did I? Yes, I did. Also yesterday, so yesterday I had two. No, today was... No, yesterday. That was 10 hours ago. So yesterday we had Sebastian and Sandy join. So thank you, both of you, for joining. Welcome. Right, that's thrown me off a little bit, that has. I didn't expect to see that many downloads so quickly. It's very strange. I had the weirdest dreams last night. In fact, I was woken up by Vinny, so I don't know. I mean, I think I was talking in my sleep. And it was one of those weird dreams where I was in this house and my oldest brother was in a room with me. Well, it's a separate room. It's very weird. Eddie Hearn, right, was in it, and he's a boxing promoter. So for whatever reason, can you hear Vinny in the background fidgeting? I moved, I don't know why, but I went on a train somewhere. I didn't have a coat. I didn't have... What else didn't I have? No, I had shoes. The amount of dreams I have where I've got no shoes on is ridiculous. But I had a coat. I didn't have a coat. But I stayed in a hotel. Yeah, I've had a few weird dreams about hotels as well. But this was just really weird. I was looking for a place that had a job, like one of those employment agencies. So I was in this town, never been there before, and I'm walking up and down the street, the high street, and I stop a bunch of lads and I say, "Is this it? Is this the town centre? Is this the shopping centre?" Because it's just tiny, and they didn't like that. I mean, it was just one road, and I kind of got in some conflict with them or something. It was weird. And then I end up at Barry Hearn's house. I've never been to Barry Hearn's house, by the way. And some weird things happened there. It was just strange, it was surreal, very surreal. And then I met up with somebody I used to live with 20 odd years ago, 24 years ago. A place I used to rent a room. And I was asking him how he was and is he still working for British Rail, and he says no, he didn't pass the tests, and now he's doing some other job, security or something. I can't remember what it was. And I said, how are you? He said, I'm still waiting to find out. Jones, not his manager, but he probably knows him. Fabio Wardley is a local boxer, so he's well known, heavyweight, but he lives about 25 to 30 miles away from where I am. A bit of a local hero in that town where I used to live. I used to live in Ipswich, and he's Ipswich, well, he's an Ipswich man. So I'm a fan of his, and I would like to meet him one day. And I know someone who knows his family, who grew up literally watching him grow up. They, she's the mother of a friend, and she knows his family, so Fabio's family. And I'd love to meet him, just because I've never met. Well, actually, I've only ever met one boxing star ever. Only ever, and in my whole life, never been face to face with a boxer like a superstar. In my mind, a superstar, someone who is a former world champion or current world champion. The one and only time was when I was doing security at Canary Wharf. That was my job, and it wasn't a hobby. And I had this. I was on the floor of the TV channel, which was Live TV, owned by the Mirror Group. And that was my favourite place to be in the building, because it was full of actors and they were just friendly. I kind of got to know them. Anyway, I had to bring people into the studio. I had to bring people into the reception, because they were, well, I was security. I had to, escort them. So I took him into it as Lloyd Hannigan. And so he's standing there. I was like, wow. I didn't 100% know, but I did. I was like, that's Lloyd Hannigan. And then he told me. I was like, couldn't believe it. I take him to the reception, and the receptionist lady, she says, oh, can I take your name? I said, what do you mean his name's Lloyd Hannigan? It's Lloyd. She said, who? I said, the unified welterweight champion of the world who beat Donald Curry in 1986. He's a legend. And he looked at me like, I don't know if he was surprised I knew who he was. He was one of my heroes back then, and this is only 10 years later anyway. This is 96, so it was not a long time, and he was still boxing until the early 90s, maybe 92, 93. And then there was a phone call up as we were there, and a receptionist, and apparently his car was blocking something. He'd parked his car in Canary Wharf, and it was a security hazard, because they were high alert at that time. That's why I was there. Well, me and hundreds of other security guards around that area, because a bomb had just gone off like about a week before. And I just couldn't believe I was standing with a legend, and I so wanted to just talk to him or ask for his autograph or I don't know, something, but I didn't know what to say. I just didn't. I was a little bit taken back, or taken aback, however you want to say it. Lloyd Hannigan, man, Lloyd Hannigan. that level in my mind of hero, boxing hero, just, as far as he was so good, and to go to another country and do what he did, I didn't know at the time who Donald Curry was. I was like 15, so I wasn't aware of what a superstar Donald Curry was in America. Now, in the boxing world, basically, he was pound for pound, like the greatest boxer at the time. And this would have been probably before Mike Tyson won the world title. I don't know if Mike Tyson was ever classed as pound for pound. I think he must have been when he had all three world titles. He must have been down as pound for pound. In his peak. Blimey. But it's hard to say. There's always, so many good ones out, always around. I mean, Chavez was... is it Cesar Chavez? He was pretty much pound for pound in that time of the... Because I think he unbeaten for like nearly 90 fights. Cesar Chavez. I'm talking about boxing, sorry. That was not my intention. But anyway, I met Fabio Wardley. But I'm standing back because Eddie's waving, Eddie Hearn, and he's walking up the steps or whatever. And Fabio calls me over. Fabio wants to meet me. Fabio's excited to meet me. That bit wasn't true. Even in an imaginary dream, people aren't excited to see me, even in a dream. It's not fair. Let's just have a look. Have I got any messages? Nothing. That's good. I took Vinny into the garden last night as a last wee before bed. And he started barking. I couldn't believe it. It's like really loud. This was probably 5 to 11, 10 to 11 at night. Too late to be barking. But he's a good boy. I realised that the dog behind the fence was there. And that dog started barking. The other dog downstairs is now back. And really only barks when the owner's not there. So when my neighbours goes out, the dog barks non-stop. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. It's a lovely dog, but Vinny don't like him. I get on really well with him. I make a fuss of him. I think it's important to make friends with dogs, generally, especially this one's a big one. So I've known him since he was a puppy, and he was big then, even as a puppy. So I always kind of make a fuss. But Vinny he just does not like big dogs at all. And because the dog downstairs wants to jump all over him and be friendly, just Vinny don't like it. I think he wants to dominate, or at least be equal. That's why, look at how tiny he is. He's a little Jack Russell. His size is like poodle. That's the size of dog. That's as big as Vinny wants to play with. A poodle. That's it. A sausage dog. I mean, there are smaller dogs, but not many. Most dogs are bigger. He doesn't mind a bigger dog, as long as it's not big. A little bit big is fine. play with them. He'll sniff them and say hello, but he can only play with little dogs the same size as him. Well, I say he only does play with them. So he's got Archie and Noodles. There is another dog that he plays with, but he doesn't see that dog very often. But they love each other as well, so he's got 3 really close friends that he just loves to see. But Archie and Noodles, they're the 2 that he's closest to. And my neighbour gave me a neighbour gave me one of those extension lead things. I don't know what they're called, dog leads, but they're extension. I've had a couple in the past and they broke. This one's a little bit temperamental as far as locking the thing, but yeah, it's okay. It does the job. I'll just let you know that maybe background sounds, because at this time of the day, quite often a neighbour might come out and garden. You know, local neighbours in the gardens. Aren't all neighbours local? Just, I don't know, maybe. Not a lot's really happened, to be fair. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling it. I spent most of the day in bed. I just didn't. I mean, I did quite a bit of work on my website, but outside of that, I just wasn't really. I don't know. I can't really explain it. I just wasn't in the mood to do anything. And then Big Brother Eviction, that was coming on, so I was looking forward to that. And I had to put some rubbish outside to do that. I needed to do laundry, but I haven't. I'll try and do that today. I need to order some food, but I'm losing track of that because I order food with Uber Eats, so they deliver my groceries, but they don't take the money out on the day. Sometimes it's a few days later, sometimes it's like, well, it's just hard to keep track of it. And suddenly I've got, £2 left in my bank because because I've had deliveries. I've taken like 3 different deliveries all at the same time, but they didn't take them at a time. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind. I don't know what I owe them. So I got paid today. I should check that the money's gone in. Hopefully it's gone in, because yeah, that's good, that's nice. So I got paid today. I have a lot going out soon. So on the 1st of the month, I know it's not the 1st yet, but it's the 23rd. But I don't get paid anything until after I pay out. So I've got a TV licence, which is £15. I've got the council tax, which is £25.36. I've got so the energy, so gas and electric, £121.22. Wow. What else goes out? I think that's it on that day. And then the next day, the 3rd, I pay for the podcast. The 3rd of the month, I also pay for my phone and my broadband. Is he asleep, snoring? Okay, the fourth I pay for my website, Audible, and for Apple.com. That's for the Apple Cloud. And the seventh I pay for the Google. It's for the Google. It's for YouTube. Because I have YouTube without adverts. Because I watch a lot of YouTube. I can't. The adverts are too much. And then I've got 7th of April. I've got Amazon Prime goes out because I get deliveries from Amazon, so it just works out better to pay for the Amazon Prime, so I get free delivery. The 8th of April, ad-free for Prime, so just to get rid of the adverts on Prime Video. I just can't stand adverts. I'm talking about just sometimes they go on forever. I did pay on the 9th ITVX Premium. I'll cancel that because I only got that so I could watch Big Brother. I'll get it again when the next Big Brother's on, because I watched the episode the day after. Apart from the live evictions I watch on the live, but the rest of the time I watch it while I'm having my breakfast the next day. And ITVX put about, I'd say in an hour program, probably get 20 adverts, if not more. CapCut $10.99, that's for the video, so I can probably cancel that one. That's on the 9th. There's a few other bits and bobs. 15th, Sky Sports. I didn't even mean to sign up for that one. So that's £26 a month. I kind of got stuck into a 6-month contract, so I've cancelled it, but I have to wait until June or something. And I only had it for the boxing, and it's like maybe sometimes only one fight a month I want to watch. This month there's been Moonpig, so I've sent some Moonpig cards out, family and stuff. And then yesterday, wow, to the 18th, I had Now Entertainment, which is Sky, $3.99. So they've got a big discount, so I'll sign up for that if there's a big discount. And then you got the movies, which is $4.50 a month. Is it? I'm confused. I'm actually really confused. I signed up for Turbo Scribe again, which is £15.15. So that was yesterday. But I have in order to get the information, to write the information for podcast episodes, I transcribe it and I add it to ChatGPT, and it gives a description. It's so much easier for me than me trying to figure it out. And then I got OpenAI ChatGPT, £18.11, which I use every single day, multiple times, sometimes. So yeah, there's quite a few things I'm paying out. but I don't know how much left there is to pay out of this, of recent payments. It's confusing to me. I'm trying to think, what can I get rid of? I could definitely get rid of CapCut, because I'm not even using it anymore. CapCut, I was using it quite regularly. CapCut, nope. That's weird. CapCut. Why is it not letting me go in there? That's very strange. If I open the app up, maybe that'll do it. I've got the app on my desktop. Perhaps I can cancel it in there. I think I can actually. Right, sign in. Let's just click on that. Manage Pro. Okay, Manage Pro. Cancel. Renewal date 5th of June. What? 7th. Oh, it's so ridiculous. It's like back to front here. So the next renewal date 2025-05-07. So it's the 7th of May 2025. It's just, I don't know why they putting it like that. Just confirms I'm gonna cancel it. Subscription is cancelled. Good, so that's gone. So I haven't got to think about that. What's the other thing I don't need? There was something else, wasn't there, that I can get rid of? Turbo. I've got this music match, right? Musicmatch.com, £7.57 a month. I can't get rid of the thing. I just can't. I've tried everything to try and delete it, and it keeps taking money. I don't even use it. Yeah, I'm just looking at other things I could get rid of. CapCut, got rid of that. ITVX Premium. So if I can get rid of that as well, because I don't need that to renew. ITVX. So, manage account. Wow. Sign in or register. No, I don't want to register. What the heck? Email. That's really weird. I put in the details and it's saying set up an account. I don't want to set up an account. Sign in. Maybe it's a different. Oh, okay. Okay, we're in. There's a different email address to the one I thought. Manage account. Your plan. It's good during Big Brother, but other than that, no. I mean, for me personally. So change, cancel subscription. Yes. It's offered me now £2.99 for next 3 months. Now let me see, when is next Big Brother UK starting? $2025. Monday the 7th of April. Okay, no, I'm talking about the normal one. That's Celebrity Big Brother. Because the Celebrity Big Brother ends on Friday. I wish they could just let me know. Trump Tower. Did you know that what's his name? I am the one and only Chesney Hawkes. His dad sung "Silence is Golden." I think it was the Tremodors. It's such a famous song, that is. Okay. I want to know when normal Big Brother comes on. When is next normal Big Brother? Okay, so it keeps going 7th of April. Not 7th, but 7 April. I went to school and we always used to put TH next to the number. Maybe it's not a thing anymore. I don't know. I struggle to keep up. No, it's not giving me any information. No, it's only talking about Celebrity Big Brother. I mean, that makes sense, but I just want to know when the normal one is, because there was a time when they used to coincide. They'd have the normal one or the celebrity one, then the normal one the day after. But there's nothing on here. I'm just checking because if Celebrity Big Brother, if normal Big Brother's coming on, I will I'll take that offer of $2.99 because that's pretty good. Sorry, I'm just so sad that what I'm talking about. I realise how boring that was. Or can I get it down from $5.99 to $2.99? Ooh. Even this is saying Celebrity Big Brother. No. Normal. UK normal, baby. The civilian edition is set to return for its 2025 series on Sunday, October the 6th, 2025. October the 6th, right, that's a little way away. A little way away, so I still want to cancel other. Just let me cancel, ask like 1,000 questions. Well, one question. Your subscription has been cancelled. Good. Done. Wonder what else I can get rid of. might try and do as much transcribing as I can and then put that on hold for a while. Yeah. I mean, what did it? There was 7 people left in the house yesterday, and then 3 went out. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So still 4 people. I guess 4 people in the finals, okay. Yeah, I suppose. I think the obvious winner is going to be Jojo. Just seems like the obvious person. But I might be wrong. It might be Danny. That's who I reckon. Either Danny or Jojo. But I reckon Jojo. I mean, she literally hasn't put her foot wrong the whole show. It's almost like she has all the secrets, you know, knows all the right things to do, and she just seems like a nice person. All bare gas there, sorry, whoops. By the way, if you haven't listened to the Pope Trivia Tuesday, there's some interesting facts there that I found. Yeah, it's amazing. Although I don't talk about the Pope all the way through, I end up talking about my granddad and other stuff that had nothing to do with it, which is very unusual for me. You know how I like to stick to the subject. Yeah, okay. I put some food out for Vinny again and he's not touching it. It's almost like all he wants to do is eat treats, which includes, well, I've got dry dog food that I give him when we're out, you know, in the park, and he doesn't know it's food, but he likes it. But he won't eat it if I put it in a bowl for him inside. I just don't know what to do with him. I think what I'll do is I'll put his food in the fridge and just leave it there till he hassles me, and then I'll get it out of the fridge, and then it'll be too cold because he doesn't like food being cold. It's weird because if it's on the floor in the bowl, he doesn't want it. If I take the bowl and put it onto the table, that grabs his attention and he stares at the bowl. I put it back on the floor again, not interested. Put it on the table, he wants it. I can't figure him out. It's just difficult. Shall I have a little look, see what's in the news? Okay, in fact, what I'll do, I won't go on to that. Yeah, I might try and get rid of the that app, because I've got the, what can I get rid of? What apps have I got? Subscriptions, okay. Apple Music, I'm keeping that because I use Apple Music regularly. Readly, it's the unlimited magazines. I use it for the Sunday papers, but I'm getting rid of that because it's £12.99 a month. I can't afford that, just so I can, yeah, I'll get rid of that so I can do it, like use it maybe before then. I should be able to find news online without having to use an app. So 10 news stories from around the world today that are funny. Let's see if there's anything. See if it comes up with anything. Here it's April 23rd. The first one that comes up: Minecraft movie sparks chicken jockey chaos. Okay, the release of a Minecraft movie has led to unexpected audience antics. Fans have been bringing live chickens to screenings. No way. And shouting "chicken jockey" during specific scenes, causing disruptions that have led some theatres to half showings and call security. Wow, can you imagine taking someone on a first date? I mean, maybe Minecraft movie, it might not be the correct kind of movie to take someone on a date to, but or take them, but go with them. And someone your date pulls a chicken out of his pocket, or out of his pants, or whatever. That'd be weird. Not the first time, but St. George's Day celebration celebrated early by mistake. The UK Prime Minister hosted a St. George's Day reception on April 22nd, but the Church of England clarified that the feast day was officially moved to April 28th this year due to its overlap with Easter week. This mix-up led to some confusion over the correct date for the celebration. Stop that. AI generates bizarre political books ahead of Canadian election. A surge of AI-generated political books has flooded Amazon Canada with at least 16 titles about Prime Minister Mark Carney, appearing in March alone. Some of these books were published on the same day, raising concerns about the influence of AI on election-related information. Comedian John Mulaney unveiled his new stand-up tour, Mr. Whatever, through a humorous video filmed from the backseat of a mock kidnapping scenario. The tour features guest appearances by other comedians and will run from June through December 2025. Right, what's the next one? Rishbar Pants. Unusual batting strategy raising eyebrows. Cricket fans were puzzled when the LSG, I don't know what that stands for, skipper Rishabh Pant chose to bat at number 7, facing only 2 balls in the innings. Pant explained the decision was to capitalise, but the strategy backfired as the team managed only 159 for 6. Right, and see how many words I understood from that, how much I understood. So, cricket fans, I understood that. Puzzled, I understand that word. Bat, I know what bat is. Facing only 2 balls, I know what 2 balls are, but I don't know what facing only 2 balls means. I'm pretty sure it's not what I think in my head. No, backfire, I don't know what that means, blimey. But the whole sentence together, I'm not sure. I thought the joke was about his name, but it isn't. His name's Pence. sneaker, a shoe equipped with motion sensors that allows users to make phone calls through foot movements. Okay, only 6 pairs are being made, availably exclusively to Samsung members in the Netherlands for a contest. In an emergency, that'd be pretty cool. You know, if you had to just tap your feet together. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like. Please call the police. Please call the police. I don't know. Seems like a good idea. Elephants use unique names to call each other. Why would that be so surprising? That other animals, because we're animals, aren't we? Other animals have names for each other. It's pretty obvious animals communicate. I mean, you don't just have to listen. Birds continuously communicating. In fact, yesterday I was in the garden and I looked up and there was these 2 birds. And one was like whistling really, really nice. I can't do the whistle, but it was it's a call. And then the other one started snuggling up to the one that was doing the call, but they looked about pretty much the same. And the other one pushed it away and like jumped up and moved away. I was intrigued, so I got a ladder and I went up there and I said, "Sorry to disturb you lads, but what's going on?" I said, "What?" I said, "Well, I noticed that one of you was calling out. Yeah, I'm calling for it's mating season. I'm trying to get someone to, mate." We use the word mate, but we all know what it really means. Okay. Yeah, so why were you pushing him away? Well, I've got a much better voice than him. So what he does is just lets me do all the calling, and he just comes and cuddles up. So do the birds. The females think that it's him. Okay, why is that a problem? I don't know really. I just don't. I think it's just he's using me. So I said to the other one, why don't you just call yourself? He said, no, my singing voice gone. It's not the same as it used to be. I said, why not? I said, I don't know. I think I just overdid it. You ever hear someone that's spent a lot of time shouting and their voice ends up being a bit, a little bit rough? Well, I think that's what happened to me. And the other bird was laughing. I said, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at your friend? He said, well, that's the thing. I don't yell. I let the ladies know that I'm available, but I don't push it. I don't go over the top. I don't, it's not an exhibition, it's just an invite. I don't put on a party like him. It's just a very soft invitation to come and get pregnant. That's it, that's all it is. He wants to marry them, and he just puts out way too much effort. He buys jewellery and, promises the world. Or and promises a few eggs, hopefully at the end of it. and that's my job done. Just for a really, really tasteless joke. By the way, what type of birds are you? No, I won't. Robins, that's it. Robins. Yeah, I don't help raise them. So, I do like all birds. I like all birds. Seagulls, not so keen on. I've seen seagulls do some weird things over the years. I just don't think they don't seem like nice people. I don't know why, there's something about them, there's a bit of an attitude. You know, I mean, generally, in the bird world, they're one of the biggest birds in this country. I mean, some of them are huge. Seagulls, like, bigger than dogs, some of them. But I like penguins. Penguins are probably my favourite birds. Do you think when penguins are in the sea, do they know they're swimming, or do they think they're flying? What do you reckon? I reckon they might think they're flying. Just an idea. Quite a good idea, actually. I may pat myself on the back one day for that. A man in Charlotte, North Carolina, was spotted dining in public with a blow-up doll at a rooftop restaurant. It was later revealed that this was his punishment for finishing last in his fantasy football league. A server who posted a video of the incident on TikTok was subsequently fired. Really? Look, if you take a blow-up doll into a restaurant, expect to be filmed. I mean, it just naturally, why would you? Firing the member of staff seems a bit harsh. You know, don't do it again. Maybe that's about it. So the staff, and I'm guessing it's a restaurant, possibly for families. So the manager didn't kick out the man who was eating with a sex doll in his restaurant or her restaurant, but they sacked the member of staff for taking a small video of it. Yeah, it doesn't seem fair to me. A woman in Arkansas gave birth to a baby boy in a Golden Coral restroom. Restroom as a mouthful. She named the child Dharma Kylon Coral Woodcroft, honouring the place of his unexpected arrival. The restaurant gifted her a £200 gift card and other items. Yeah, but that £200 might seem nice now, but it's not going to cover all the counselling that the kid's going to have to go through having a name like that. You were named after a burger bar. Me. Cleaning staff at a motel in Michigan discovered a 3-foot-long alligator named Wally under a guest's bed. What? supervisors at schools had not realised Wally was missing until contacted by the motel. Had not noticed. How? How? Just how? Named Wally. Why would you? Wally? What kind of name is that? For an alligator. Alan. That's a good name. Alan. Alan the alligator. Javonte the alligator. Adrian the alligator. Anita the alligator. Wally. I mean, if you come face to face to an alligator, do not call it a Wally. Why would you? Weird. So that's the stories. Any celebrity ones? Any celebrity ones? Let's have a look. Ben Affleck teases Matt Damon's shirtless scene during a promotional appearance for The Accountant 2. Ben Affleck humorously teased his long-time friend Matt Damon over shirtless photos from the set of Damon's upcoming film The Odyssey. Affleck joked that Damon, who got into impressive shape for the role of Odyssey, it's almost like they're promoting the movie, isn't it? Immediately took off his shirt to show his physique, calling it the first time he got in shape in his life. I don't agree with Matt. I think Matt Damon has always been in shape. Actor Rob Lowe shared a humorous incident on Instagram where he was mistaken for fellow actor John Stamos by a Hollywood tour bus driver. Lowe playfully confronted the passengers to confirm his identity and jokingly told the driver, get better at your job. Oh. After her recent suborbital trip with Blue Origin, Katy Perry faced playful jabs from both fast food chains, Wendy's, and podcaster Joe Rogan. Rogan sarcastically remarked on his podcast, "I don't know if you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now," poking fun at her space journey. She's had a lot of backlash. Leave Katy alone. Leave Katy alone. Leave Katy Perry for me. No, alone. Just leave her alone. That's all I'm saying. Khloe Kardashian revealed a new reality series titled Kalabasa Behind the Gates, focusing on the lives of those closest to the Kardashian family, such as friends and neighbours. She described the show as very exciting, very new, very excellent. Oh, I can wait for that. TV personality Gabby Windy, I don't know who that is, but it's a great name, expressed surprise that a humorous monologue about her reluctance to work after 3 p.m. from her long-winded podcast went viral. She admitted she thought a different anecdote about her slip disc was funnier. Director Ron Howard made a cameo in the Apple TV Plus series The Studio, where he improvised a scene by throwing his iconic image is iconic Imagine hat? What is an iconic Imagine hat? I don't know. As Seth Rogen, leading to a comedic mishap. Roger praised Howard's spontaneity, as a stroke of genius. Various celebrities have joined the viral Kim Son-ho smile trend, sharing photos and videos mimicking the actor's signature smile, spreading positivity across social media platforms. Okay. Comedian John Richardson is to join a set of Waterloo Road. I read that recently. I don't know why, because he's a comedian and he is very funny. I guess he just wants to be a serious actor. Donna Preston enters. What? Actress and comedian Donna Preston has entered the Celebrity Big Brother house for its 24th series, bringing her unique humour and charm to the reality show. Who the heck's Donna Preston? Donna Preston. So that's her. So okay. She is, I didn't know she was. Is her name Donna, is it? So she's probably the least viewed person on Big Brother. It's almost like she's not even in there. I mean, she is on there, but she's not getting the airtime that the others get. Which means she has got through to the final. Had no nominations this week. So she's got through to the final. I don't think she'll win the final. I really don't, but how is this up to date? Big Brother started on the 7th. It's now the 23rd. Blimey. You have 5 responses from chat, from GPT-4 to 5. What? You have 5 remaining. What on earth? Get Pro. I'm on Pro. Oh no. That's correct. That's ridiculous. Okay. So if I ChatGPT 4.5, good for writing and exploring ideas, but I'm limited to how often I can use it unless I sign up for Pro. And let's have a look. I'm currently paying $20 a month. I wonder how much more a month Pro would be. Oh, it's only $200 a month. $200 a month. Ah, man. I thought the idea of paying for it meant that I would get priority. Blimey. I don't even know. I mean, okay, I'm just going to moan or stop. I wonder if it's got right. The stats are still exactly the same, so they've not changed at all in the last hour and a half. Oh, yes, I have. Well, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. And no, better than that, just over an hour. It was 1,900, now it's it's 2,662. What is going on? I didn't understand. That's strange. Maybe, eventually, have I been discovered? People have found out about me. It's possible. I've been doing this for like 19 years. I know that I've got a bit of a following. I don't mean that egotistically, but there's a few people who follow me and listen to me regularly. But you know, if I'm not known, I'm kind of like, I do sometimes think I'm people's dirty little secret. I don't share, don't let anyone else know about him. He's ours. He belongs to us. We don't want anyone else to have him. You can share me, I don't mind. Let other people listen to my weirdness. So to have getting on to 3,000 downloads or plays before 9 in the morning, how many am I going to have before the end of the day? This might be, I mean, the biggest day I've had this year so far was 3,620. So I'm 1,000 off that already. Maybe I'm going to get back to how it used to be when I used to be getting 10,000 a day. But that was during that period when everyone was at home in 2020. But you never know, it's possible. I'm just going to look. I mean, sometimes it can be like a specific podcast. Let's have a look today so far. 11 on my website, Apple Podcasts 2,618, Castbox 12. It's all Apple Podcasts, pretty much. So let's have a look. What podcasts are the most listened to? No. Okay. Hypnosis for Sleeping Deeply, 2,302. And then Let Me Bore You to Sleep, 328. And the rest are just little bits. Wow, can't argue with that. Not really. Can't complain about it either. But why would I complain? Oh, it's been a good day so far. There'd be no point to complain. It might just be one of those anomalies. I mean, the stats were quite low over Easter. I mean, yesterday it was 603. Sunday 1,196. Saturday just under 2,000. Friday 1,400. So maybe this is on Spreaker. The old SoundCloud has its own little thing going on. SoundCloud, let's have a look. What have I got there? So wow, look at this. On one of my SoundCloud accounts, podcast, I've got 1,096,483 minutes uploaded. That's a lot. Let's have a look. Profile. 3,610. 28 days, 30 days, 7,821. Ironically, that same day that I got the 15th of April, where I got 3,620. On this one, I got 594. So I don't know what day of the week that was. The 15th. Tuesday, last Tuesday. It was just a busy day. Ah, well, I don't know how to figure it out. It's now 100,000. No. Oh, I remember. I think it was 2011. Yeah, it was 2011. And I had my first, I'm going to use the word viral moment. Not compared to other people. For me, it was uploaded my Try and Stay Awake Hypnosis Challenge. And I was getting thousands of views on YouTube. Like instantly. I think I had like over 10,000 when I woke up the next day. I don't think I'd ever had that many so quick. And then it went up to 20,000, then it was 15, and it was higher. It didn't go down, but it ended up being over 100, probably I think about 150,000 views of that video within a few months or even a few weeks. And then it was steady. It was always my most popular video. But it was so exciting just to see not only how much it grew, but how much YouTube grew when I was uploading that, because I was getting more subscribers. And then when I uploaded a new video, that was getting more views than any of the other videos. Not as many as the really popular one, or the most popular one on my channel. But I'd be getting a few thousand watches of my videos when I'd release them, so that was quite cool. Now I get about 3 or 4 views. I really don't get many. I mean, last month I've had 3,300 video views. The lifetime of my YouTube channel, which is quite a few years, 194,000 views. But 2024, so last year, 48,400 views. This year so far, 15,800 views. And the best day was February the 14th, 2025. 615 views. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. By the way, if you've got any questions for Q&A Friday, please just go to my website. It's on there, man. It's really on there. Yeah, it's on there. It's on there. What's on there? The form you can fill in. I forgot what I was talking about. So thank you for listening. Please remember to be kind to yourself, because you do deserve to be happy. And be gentle with yourself. You deserve to feel safe. Lots of love.